So my name's Nikki. I'm 29. I was born January 4th, so I'm Capricorn. I was born in Westchester, Pennsylvania, and my birth mom's a heroin addict. She left when we were young. I was probably 4 or 5. My dad raised 3 girls by himself, and well, with the help of his mom, but my older sister, my younger sister, don't do drugs. They live I'm from Downingtown, so I'm the middle child. I think I was pretty much doomed. With my mom being a heroin addict, I was named after Nikki Sixx from Motley Crue, who's also a heroin addict, so I thought I was pretty doomed, but so I didn't start using until I was 18. I was dating a guy who sold it out of Westchester, and he just offered it to me one day, and I didn't even think about it. I just did it, and but I was going through a lot of suicidal ideation as a kid. There was a lot of sexual abuse because of my mom's addiction. She wasn't paying attention to the kid. She was hanging out with 18-year-olds. She wasn't paying attention there. So I got clean pretty quickly when I was 18. My stepmom and my dad, really my stepmom was on it. She noticed right away and got me into a really nice rehab through her works insurance. And I stayed clean for a while of heroin or dope, whatever you want to call it, fentanyl. Because I'm 29, so heroin wasn't even a thing when I started. But so when I was using other drugs in between, I never really was actually clean. I did a lot of meth with one of my exes when I lived in Delaware, and that was hard because I was always fat. I was like 270 pounds, and I could never lose weight. And but it was a really bad relationship with that guy. So I left him, and I met this wonderful man, and but he ended up passing away in November of 21, and that's what kind of led me to Kensington. I was doing press perks in my apartment in Oxford, PA, and the guy went to jail, so I contacted the only person I knew who knew about drugs, my dad's brother, my uncle. He needed the money and he needed a ride, so he brought me to Kensington, and I was 21 or 22, and my uncle was using me for money, so I finally cut him out, and I was coming down by myself. And a few rehabs later, I met a guy, another one, and we lived in my car. He ended up crashing my car, so we were homeless in Kensington. That was 22. So he went to jail, and I've been here by myself ever since. It's now 2025, and I do dope and powder. The powder is my real problem, but the dope's so hard to get off of that, with the melatonin now, it's just the sickness is the worst. I'm an IV user, and I missed a couple shots in my neck, so I just had surgery, which is pretty, they put a drain in my neck, and I ended up leaving the hospital early because my friend was bringing drugs in, and they found out and wouldn't let me have any visitors, so I left. But things have been rough. It's harder to make money, boosting. I just got arrested Friday. I just got out Thursday, so I was there 6 days in the hospital for boosting. So they're on it. You walk into a store, they're looking at everybody. So kind of staying afloat's hard. A lot of girls are forced into prostitution. You know, I haven't had sex in 2 years, but, you know, still, the oral sex, and, you know, it's easy to make money. You know, there's plenty of people out here looking for it. You know, I'm not proud of it. You know, my mom would probably kill me, but, you know, I gotta make money, and sometimes boosting just doesn't cut it, you know? So, you know, I had a guy try to rape me a couple weeks ago, and you know, I don't want to say it's my fault, but I wasn't thinking, you know, you get so focused on the money that I went with this guy up on the railroad tracks, like, in the middle of the night. So I think hindsight's 20/20, and, you know, there's a lot that I want to change. Just, you know, everyone knows where to start. It's just, you know, the drugs have such a hold on you, and the mental, you know, the mental illness and loss and trauma. It's just so much out here, you know. It did meet a lot of great people out here, you know. Just because people are homeless doesn't mean that they're bad people. There's a lot of great people out here. So I went through a lot of hospital stays the last couple weeks in jail. So I learned a lot about the methamphetamine that's out there right now. One of the main, it's a real challenge because not only is it mental, but it's physical. Like, you can go through the complete withdrawal. I did it twice in the last month and still come out and, like, feel like the worst dope sickness. So you know, feel like you're still, you know, there. And that's because stuff that they're putting in it is like, I tell everybody it's end stage. Like, I don't think that there's anything that they can get stronger. Like, this, when you go to the hospital, Precedex is one of the main, you know, medications that they've been using, and it's dextromethorphan. It's the human version of the veterinary tranquilizer, the methamphetamine. It's not even getting us high. The doctor explained it. It's all it's doing is it's just sitting in the receptor and numbing us. That's why when, you know, you walk down Kensington, you see 100 people laying on the street. You can Narcan them 3-4 times and they don't physically come to consciousness. Personally, like, I think it's so serious because there's nothing else after this. Like, if we don't, like, as a community figure something out, I don't see it. I don't know what's going to happen next. Like, the worst thing about the winter is the smell of the fires at night. People will burn anything. And, I mean, I thought rotting, like, the smell of people's wounds and the rotting flesh was bad. There's fires. They will burn their rotting clothes. They will burn plastic. They'll burn anything, needles, anything that they can find. I mean, I get staying warm is important, but
Right. So that's a blessing. You're in the shelter.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get in the shelter?
It took me 6 months. I turned down a bed once for a guy that meant nothing to me. He was like, "You're not going in there without me," and I didn't realize how long it would take me to, like, actually get another bed. But I've been there since May, and they've worked with me every hospital stay. They've held my bed, you know, prevention points on the first floor so you can get all your medical treatment right then and there. They're amazing.
When you look at yourself in the mirror, what do you see?
No, man. In the mirror, you know, I see a lot of pain. You know, the biggest thing I see in the mirror is oh my God, my stepmom. She's my best friend.
Yeah. Let's talk about your tattoos. You got some cool tats. You know, we like art.
Yeah.
Tell us about your tats.
This one means pure pain in Spanish. My fiance had it on his cheeks before he passed away. So a year after he overdosed, I got it for him. So it's one of my favorite ones.
Let's see the hands.
Hopeless romantic.
Oh,
I was 17.
That's dope. I like it. Hopeless romantic.
My fiance did this one, heavy as the head.
Yeah, I like that one too. He's absolutely right. That's how I feel sometimes. Well, we about to wrap things up. We truly appreciate you for being brave, and we hope that your situation can turn around for the better.
Yeah.
If people want to help you, what help do you need?
You know, just encouraging words if you see me.
Okay, that's what's up. And if people want to write you, do you have an email they can write to?
I don't have an email, but they can always send, I guess, I don't know the best way to do it.
You're on Facebook?
No.
Instagram.
I don't have a phone. They can send it to the shelter.
The shelter?
Yeah. I have to give them my whole name. I mean, I really don't care.
It's up to you.
You can always write to
Or they could just leave your message in the comments, and she gonna check out the video, fam. All right?
Absolutely. That's better.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people in this world who judge people who struggle with drug addiction. What's your message for the world?
Everybody has a story, and everybody's hurting, and everyone has an addiction, and some people just fall off the right path, but don't make it better.
If your family or your friends see this video, what message would you like to send to them?
That I'm still trying, and I love everyone. I love all of you, and I'm sorry for all the pain.
To the future generation, to the teenagers, what will your advice be to them about drugs?
Oh my God, never do it. It's not worth it. I know everybody wants to have fun. You know, smoking weed's one thing, but the addictive drugs, you know, there's no end to it. It's not even worth starting.
That's it. All right, fam, take it from our sister, listen to her, and you won't be in the situation she's in, all right? She's a roadmap for you, so follow her and don't come here. Yo, we out there. Don't be bitter, y'all. Be better. Peace out.